Hi everyone, my name is Kiran Injamuri. I am a general science teacher in Montessori Group of Schools, Telangana. I am here to teach you general science for class 6th. Okay, so before I start anything, let me give you 5 tips which will be helpful for you to protect yourself from COVID-19. Okay, so I know that your parents are giving you a very good suggestions to protect yourself from COVID-19. Okay, so but anyhow, I just want to make sure that you are following these 5 tips. Okay, so the first tip is wear a face mask. So whenever you go outside, you have to wear a face mask. It is very compulsory. And the second one is you have to wash your hands with a sanitizer or any kind of soap. It is also very important. Okay, so whenever you come from outside, you have to wash your hands. You have to at least sanitize your hands, and then after only you have to enter into your home. Okay, so whenever you washing your hands, please remember that you have to make sure that the whole area of your hand is thoroughly washed. Okay, so the third one is you should not touch your nose or your mouth or any part of your face unnecessarily. Okay, so it is also very important. And the fourth one is, it is very simple. You have to eat healthy food. Okay, you have to eat the only food which is prepared in your home. Okay, so you should not eat street food or outside food. It is very important. Okay, so that you are putting yourself in a hygienic condition. Okay, so the fifth one is it is very simple. If you feel sick or if you feel any headache, fever or body pains or severe throat pain, you have to inform your parents. And if it is elders, you have to consult your nearest doctor. Okay, if you follow these 5 steps, then it will be easier for you to protect yourself from COVID-19. Then you are free from coronavirus. Okay, so these 5 tips are very important. I hope these will be helpful for you in during this lockdown period. Okay, so now let's move on to our topic. Okay, so in general science class 6, the very first topic is it is almost related to the very 4th tip that I gave you just now. Okay, so what is your 4th tip? So do you remember? Okay, let me give you a hint. Okay, so let me give you all the 5 tips once again. So first one is mask. You have to wear a mask. And second one is you have to use sanitizer or any soap. And third one is you should not touch your face unnecessarily. Okay, so the fourth one is food. And the fifth one is you have to consult a doctor if you feel sick. Okay, so now you know what is our 4th tip, right? Okay, so which is food. And yes, our first topic in general science class 6th is related to food only. So the name of our first chapter is chapter 1 in class 6th in general science is our food. Okay, so in this first lesson, our food, we will only discuss about food items. Okay, we will only discuss about the food items that we eat daily. Okay, so I think it is very interesting for you. Okay, so I know. So now we all have our own favorite food, right? Okay, so in our favorite food, the list may be like this. So you may like chicken biryani, payasam, gulab jam, ice cream, and so upma, like that, etc. Okay, so we all have our own favorite food, but apart from our own favorite food, so we will also eat different types of food items. Okay, so do you agree with me? Yes. So apart from our favorite food, we will all eat different types of food items. Okay, so when it comes to different types of food items, we will prefer a food item, we will prefer food item based on the timings. Okay, based on the timings, we will eat different types of food items. For example, for everyday morning breakfast, you may have chapati, dosa upma or etc., like idli or like something like that. Okay, and for afternoon lunch, you may have rice with dal or rice with some vegetable curry. And for evening breakfast, you may like some semia or any dry fruits or any fruit salad, okay, like that. And for evening dinner, so you may like, so you may want to eat food with curd rice, I mean food with curd, okay. So like that, based on the timing, so you will have your own food choice, okay. So that means we all have different food items, okay. So we have so many food items, that is, we have so much variety of food items, okay. So now, so have you ever think of, so how these food items are made of, okay. So my question is, how all these food items are made of, okay. So we all, for example, let's take boiled rice, okay. In order to prepare the dish of boiled rice, we require a raw rice and some water, okay. So when we combine this and boil this, and we have a boiled rice dish, okay. So that means in order to prepare, in order to cook boiled rice, we require only two materials. And what are those? Raw rice and boiled, so I mean water, okay. So and but when it comes to some food items, we require so many materials. For example, a vegetable curry. In order to prepare a vegetable curry, we require vegetables, onions, oil, spices and etc. Okay, so like that, so in order to prepare any food item, we require different types of materials, and these different types of materials which are helpful, I mean which we are using to prepare any food items, those materials are called ingredients. What is it? Ingredients. And the spelling is INGREDIENTS. Okay, so what are ingredients? Ingredients are the materials which we are using to prepare any food item. For example, in the case of boiled rice, raw rice and water are the ingredients of the dish boiled rice. Okay, so similarly, in order to prepare a chicken curry, we require fresh meat, I mean chicken, and we require onions, we require oil, we require red chilies, green chilies and spices, salt, etc. So now all these materials are the ingredients of chicken curry. Understand? So now, so ingredients means only the materials which are required to prepare any dish. Have you ever come across this word ingredients? Okay, so if you watch any YouTube cooking video, or if you watch any television cooking show, so before the chef start the food, he will give some list of materials which he or she using to prepare that particular dish. Okay, so that list of materials are called ingredients. Okay, so now friends, so we in order to prepare any particular dish, we have different types of ingredients. Okay, so now let's discuss about these ingredients. Okay, for example, here in order to prepare chicken curry, okay, what are the ingredients are required? First thing is chicken. Okay, so next one is onions, and third one is oil, and also salt, chilies, green chili and red chili, chilies green and red, and so like different spices like salt, pepper, like that, etc. So here, in order to prepare chicken curry, so these materials are required, and these materials are called the ingredients of chicken curry. So now we know all these materials. Okay, so whenever our mother is cooking any particular type of dish, we come across these type of materials. Okay, so now have you ever think of where these materials come from? Okay, so for example, here if you take chicken. Where it comes from? It comes from hen or chicken. Okay. So next, onions. So where do onions come from? It comes from onion plant. Okay, onion plant. And what about oil? So suppose it is a sunflower oil, it comes from sunflower plant. And if it is a peanut oil, it comes from peanut plant. Okay, so that means oil, if suppose oil, it comes from sunflower and peanut plant, sunflowers and peanut plant. Okay, so next is salt. So where do this salt come from? Okay, salt is something different. We will talk about this salt after few minutes. So next, chilies, green chili and red chili. Where do these green chilies and red chilies come from? They come from chili plant. Okay, next is spices, like pepper, it comes from pepper plant, so like that. So now if you carefully observe here, chicken, it is coming from hen and chicken, which is a bird, or it comes under animal category. Okay, so that means, so chicken is coming from animal. And so onions, where do they coming from? They are coming from a plant. Okay, so now onions are coming from a plant. And oil, where it is coming from? Sunflowers and peanut. Okay, so these are also plants. Okay, these are also plants. And next is chilies, where they are coming from? They are also coming from a chili plant. So that means, so like that, if you take any food items, okay, so the ingredients which are using to prepare, the ingredients which we are using to prepare that particular dish, those ingredients are mainly comes from animals and plants. Okay, all the ingredients, okay, all the ingredients of any food item mainly comes from animals and plants. Animals and plants. Okay, so like that. So and in animals and plants also, so most of the ingredients which we use are coming from plants only. Okay, so for example, if you open your textbook, you have different examples there. So here, cooking oil, honey, chips, turmeric powder, salt and meat, rice, eggs, sugar and peanuts. Okay, if you open page number 4 in your general science class 6th textbook, you can have a table there. Okay, so here they have given ingredients, and next column is plant, animal and others, and the next column is name of the plant or animal. So that means here, for example, here they have given example of cooking oil. Where do the cooking oil coming from? It is coming from sunflower or groundnuts. And the next one, honey, where it is coming from? From honeybee. And the next, chips, where it is coming from? It is coming from potato. Next, turmeric powder, and where we are getting turmeric powder? From a turmeric flower. And meat is coming from goat, sheep or hen. And eggs are coming from hen or any duck. Next is sugar is coming from sugar cane. And peanuts are coming from peanut plant. Okay, so like that, so all the ingredients comes from only animals and plants. But there are some ingredients, okay, which are coming from different sources. Okay, so for example, here I told you that salt. Okay, so salt, where do salt obtained from? Salt is coming from oceans or seas. Okay, so salt comes from ocean or sea water. Okay, which is neither a plant nor an animal. Okay, so like that, there are also some different materials and ingredients, so which are obtained from different types of sources. And the salt, so everybody are well aware of baking soda. Okay, so baking soda also is not a animal or plant material. Okay, so it is also obtained chemically. So this is salt, and this salt we call salt as a mineral. Okay, so it is a mineral, and other things, okay, they are obtained from animals and plants. Okay, so now you have one just a sample idea about what are the ingredients and where do they come from. Where do they come from? They usually come from animals and plants. Okay, so now so when it comes to ingredients, we all have different types of ingredients, right? So in the ingredients also there are some ingredients which we use to give a special type of taste to the food. Okay, for example, so everybody are well aware of cloves. In Telugu it is called lavangam. Okay, so cloves, okay, I will write here. So cloves, and next cinnamon, next cashew nuts, and almonds, and bay leaves, okay, and raisins. Okay, so these are the different ingredients, like cloves. Cloves means in Telugu lavangam, and cinnamon. Okay, so cinnamon means dalchina chekka, and cashew nuts. Everybody know what are cashew nuts. Next almonds. Almonds means badam, and next bay leaves. So they are called biryani leaves, and raisins, they are called kismis, like so dried grapes. Okay, so these are the different ingredients. Okay, so these type of ingredients, they have a particular taste. Okay, they have some different sweet smell. Okay, they have their own fragrance. Okay, these type of ingredients are particularly called as condiments. What are those? Condiments. CONDIMENTS, condiments. Okay, so these ingredients will give special type of taste to the, so these type of ingredients will give special type of taste to the food that we prepare. Okay, so these are called condiments, and in Telugu they are called Srugandha Dravyalu. Okay, so and also so these are the different types of ingredients, and these are also comes from the plants and animals only. So here cloves, cinnamon, cashew nuts, almonds, bay leaves, and raisins, they comes from the plants only. Okay, so now we have completed all the ingredients list, and so now what I want you to do is, so prepare some food items, any 5 types of food items. Like you may collect different types of food items, any 5 food items, and also I just want you to collect different types of materials required for those food items. Okay, and also, and I want you to collect the information of, so where do these those ingredients are coming from. Okay, so you have to collect any 5 food items, and the ingredients required for those 5 food items, and also where do they obtaining from. So here, so one more thing here, animals and plants. So these ingredients, where they are coming from animals and plants. So here animals and plants are the sources of these ingredients. Okay, here animals and plants are called as sources. What are those? Sources of ingredients. And here in case of salt, what is the source? Ocean and sea water is the source of salt. Okay, so here sources of ingredients are mainly 2 types. One is animals and another one is plants. So whereas plants are the main sources of ingredients. Okay, so now, so up to now we have completed. So what are the ingredients, what are the different, we have discussed about different ingredients of our normal food items. So what is our what I just gave you in the ending. So I just want you to collect different types of any 5 food items, and I want you to list out the food ingredients required for those food items, and along with the sources of food ingredients. Understand? Okay, so now, so that's it for today. So tomorrow I will be teaching you so different, so next concept. Today we have learnt about only ingredients. Okay, so I just want you to list out those any 5 items. Okay, so